So you're thinking about opening a restaurant. And of course, the big question is, how much will it cost? Let's break down all the expenses you will face before you even serve your first customer. Hi, I'm Jay, and welcome to Explained by Square. Whether you're planning to open a fine dining restaurant, a casual diner, or a trendy new cafe, starting a restaurant takes more than just good food and the right location. It takes serious planning, especially when it comes to money. Experts say the average cost of opening a new restaurant in the US is a pretty wide range, between $175,000 and $750,000. But even that range can vary a lot depending on your location, your vision, and how much of the work you do yourself. So, what are all these costs? Well, let's break them down. First, you have your lease and property costs. This includes any licenses, advance rent, and legal fees or agent costs to lock in your lease. Depending on where you're opening, this could be one of your biggest expenses right away. Next, you need to consider fit out and design. Think furniture, bench tops, lighting, signage, and decor. If you're building or renovating a space, these costs can climb quickly. Equipment and technology can also ramp up your costs. This includes your POS system, printers, fridges, freezers, ovens, and everything else you need to operate. This equipment is the bedrock of your restaurant, so it is important to do your research and invest in durability, efficiency, and flexibility. Make sure you know how you'll use each piece of equipment, which might affect where you place it before you buy it. You'll also need to pay for all your permits and compliance certificates. You'll need local council approvals, food handling licenses, health inspections, and maybe a liquor license too. Be sure that you're fully up to date before opening so you can avoid fines down the line. And depending on the size of your restaurant, staffing and training could also require a large initial bill. Before you open, you'll likely pay wages for training and setup time, not to mention things like uniforms. You also need to consider your stock and supplies, like your first big food and drink order, packaging, and anything else you'll need to get off the ground on day one. Think of it as preloading your kitchen. On top of this, you also have your general day-to-day operational costs, things like utility bills, insurance, cleaning, accounting, and subscriptions. And finally, always budget in a buffer. Things can go wrong, and it's best to be prepared. Equipment breaks, timelines get extended, and stock gets damaged. A healthy cash buffer can be the difference between riding out a slow start and needing to close down. Bottom line, opening a restaurant isn't cheap. But when you understand where the money goes, you can plan with confidence. It's not just about funding your dreams, it's about setting yourself up for long-term success. Thanks for watching, and follow for more business inspo and tips from Square.